Right, it's been a couple days. Hopefully you guys are all doing well in 2021. Oh, I can't believe, I don't know if I've filmed a class since the new year, but hopefully you guys are all doing well. Let's get right down to it. It's going to be a shorter practice today, so just about 10 minutes. So go ahead and start on your back. Just let yourself relax here. I've been sitting a lot, so I'm kind of noticing my shoulders want to pop up. So I'm actively going to squeeze my shoulder blades together and then just kind of reach my arms away from my body. So slight arch in the low back. I'm not pressing my kidneys down just yet, but we are going to do some core work, so we'll work towards that. Take 4 or 5 big breaths. Feel the container of your midsection just starting to contain your breath. All right, so over the course of these next couple breaths, I want you to start to press your kidneys down to the ground. So it's almost like instead of having your tailbone on the mat, you're starting to lift your tailbone up and press your low back down to the ground. It's easier to do with your feet down, but we're going to play around with that in a second too. Try to keep your shoulders a little bit more relaxed, and then just work on keeping that pressure between your low back and the floor as you just kind of march your feet up and down. So take some big breaths. It's almost as if you're trying to get your butt off the floor completely, even as your low back presses into the mat. You should feel a lot of engagement in your stomach muscles, the transverse abdominis, which is like the girdle muscle around your midsection. Okay, find that pressure. You might lose a little bit of it, but just do the best you can. Try to keep your head down, lift your feet completely off the mat. Squeeze your legs together, so knees, ankles, everything touching as best you can. Press your palms down, take a big inhale. Now with your exhale, just extend your feet up to the sky. So we're going to do this next movement 10 times. Very small, using your arms for a little assist. Just kind of pulse your tailbone off the ground. Let's go for 8, 7, find just the tiniest little hold. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your knees, reach your legs out in front. Try not to let your low back pop up. So right here, my low back, I can slide my hand underneath it. We're trying to press the low back down to the ground. So extending forward, exhale, pull in. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, pull in. 5 more. You can play around with your feet a little bit, see what pointing your toes does. Maybe flex your feet, see how that changes the position of your legs. 5, 4, that was way more than 5. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, head and shoulders up. So if you need to assist your head here, just put your hands behind your head. Extend your legs about halfway forward, so a little bend in the knees. Bring your legs apart, back together. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet together, keep that little bend in your knees, just rock on the outside of your right hip. So I'm trying to get my shoulder blade and my hips, I'm just kind of like banana shaping my whole body. If you want a little bit more, you can reach your arms overhead or hands in a prayer position, whatever you want. I like to support my neck, so maybe you can do the same. Don't forget to breathe. Take 3 more big breaths. 1 more. And then as slowly as you can go, rock back to the center. Press your kidneys down to the ground just briefly and just rock over to the other side. You're going to shake a little bit. Just embrace it. Legs stay up. Try not to rest unless you absolutely have to or unless you're in some kind of pain. Make yourself work for this. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to the center slowly. So arms down on the ground next to your side. So if you want to rest your head, if your neck feels irritated at all, you can come back to this thing. If you want a little bit more, I'm going to give you another option. So head and shoulders up, find some traction through your palms. Kick your feet overhead, almost like you're coming into a plow, and then roll your body back down to the ground. Reach, squeeze in, kick over. So imagine you're just painting your toes down a wall in front of you and then back. Let's do it 3 more times. 3. 2. Last one. 1. You're almost there. Hands behind your head. Bicycles. Go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Soles of the feet down. Lift your hips up. Whew, that was brutal. Squeeze your butt a little bit. Imagine you're squeezing a block between your knees, or you could actually squeeze a block between your knees if you have one. Little chin tuck here, just trying to keep your neck nice and relaxed. Squeeze your butt, lift up a little bit higher. All right, tailbone back down, squeeze your knees in towards your shoulders, getting a little stretch for your hips, your low back, a little side to side rock if that feels good. Now when you're ready to, go ahead and rock head to tail until you're coming up to a seated position. So a couple little movements here. Pull your heel in towards your butt. Right heel in towards your butt, that is. Let's take a twist. So either grabbing your right knee with your left hand or hooking your elbow over. Inhale, chest lifts. Exhale, twist. Sit up a little bit taller, twist a little bit more. And release, back to the middle. Switch sides. So pulling your left knee in towards your chest, right leg straight and strong. If you have tight hamstrings, just kind of work on getting your leg a little bit straighter. We're going to go through some leg motions here in a moment. Short, but slightly more intense 10-minute class today. Working through some lower body strength and some midsection, some core work. Take 3 more breaths. Okay, back to the middle. So we're going to alternate one more time, but we're going to get a little lower body strength in. I want you to make fists out of your hands. This is going to keep your hands nice and compact so you don't have to worry about hurting your fingertips for this next movement. So working on getting the right leg straight, you should be able to kind of lift your right leg up a little bit here. By should, I mean that's something you can work towards. So just kind of start there. Sit up nice and tall. Notice I'm kind of grabbing my knee for a little added support. See little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Little hold. And back down. Shake it out. Next, make those fists. Hands down behind you. Lift your butt up. So this is coming into a pistol position. So you can keep your hands down behind you to support you. If you have really tight calves and ankles, that's probably where you're going to wind up. Or you can bring one arm forward, other arm forward, and again, little pulses. Maybe try like touching your fingers. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it back down. Whew. Okay, switch sides once more. Right knee pulls in. Squeeze it in nice and tight. Sit up nice and tall. Again, this is kind of like it helps you find your bearings. Point your toes, flex your toes, whatever feels more appropriate for you. Chest up high. And lift. Little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Little hold. And down. Shake it out a little bit. Feel both hip joints a little. Okay, here we go again. Hands down. Fist, assist, lift. Finding that pistol position. One hand forward, other hand forward. It takes a little doing, so do your best. And little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it all the way back down. Whoo. Okay. Soles of the feet together. Little butterfly stretch. Get into the hip flexors a little. Already winding down. This is a little something for your core in case you just need a little work in the middle of your day. If you had a short break, inhale, long spine. Exhale, pull your chest forward.
One more big breath, pull a little bit more, and release. Lean to the left, bring your right leg behind you. So it's like a 90-90 stretch in both legs. Turn towards your right leg. So you're turning towards the leg that's kicking back. Chest high, one more twist. And release. Back to the center, switch sides. Right leg comes forward, left leg comes back. So you're leaning slightly on the outside of the right hip, but turning your chest towards your internally rotated left thigh. Inhale, chest high. Exhale, twist. Take 5 big breaths here. One last twist. And release. Legs out in front, shake them out a little bit. Little forward fold, stretching out the low back. Little pull. Unwind your spine down onto the mat, as slow as you can go. Once your back is flat down on the ground, just take a couple breaths here, relaxing in your Shavasana. Thanks for moving around with me, guys. I'll see you next time. Namaste.